I'm a famous, yeah. Put myself up my
get breast tea, say cheese, see the porcelain, water, see backwood.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the 49ers.
Larry, we are down the peninsula from San Francisco as you get a look inside modern Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he'll...
All right, here we go. Green, 39. No. Check. Patriot. Gun.
Here's Barkley. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The former star at nearby Cal Berkeley, Brandon Mebane. Getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he finds McDonald. A big third-down conversion with a gain of 28.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. First down, a run with Hyde. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Detroit!
They run it again with Hyde. Fighting through. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, gun.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Now Barkley under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Melvin Ingram in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Joey Bosa. He sends this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he's going to have to eat this this one is down he goes. Solomon Thomas breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
And a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Again, it's Hyde. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard. It'll be a gain of 11, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a 1st down.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
No, check, Patriots, gun.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flushed out right. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. And he'll be knocked down sideways. A very solid gain of 27.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get it.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Hyde, 3rd and goal. take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Carlos Hyde, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. So certainly not what they were hoping for, especially on the road. Their starter forced to the locker room. Now Jones. And they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Drew Kaiser now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Look at the dance and the juke. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Attempt carry for Hyde. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit. All right, here we go. Gun.
He'll drop to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Here's Jones. Off play action. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Shift together here from the D-line.
Let's go.
Jones now off the play fake. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now Gordon. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Let's go.
Jones looking to throw on second down. Buying time to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. Cardale Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game. And that one makes it 14-7. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. On second down, Hyde. Oh, and now he bowls him. Carlos Hyde. See you later. Touchdown, 49ers. Carlos Hyde with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. So out come the Chargers. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Jones on 1st and 10. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Solomon Thomas in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. To throw on 2nd down, Jones steps away to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Jones. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Sets up the screen to Gordon. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. As they begin on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's Jones off the bootleg. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Elvis Dumerville in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Jones now to throw on second down. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Jones, off play action, escaping the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
This is fielded at the 27. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Throwing Jones, sliding out of the pocket, and this is going to be incomplete.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Crashing in from the end there, not to disrupt the pass game, but to disrupt the run game.
Yeah, I love the distinction, too, because the good defensive ends, they can do it all. Set the edge in the run game, make sure that no one can move it that way, and, of course, rush the passer. On that play, use the speed to get there in the run game.
They'll set up to throw. He'll let it go deep for Curley. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. He's got daylight.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now Jones on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kiko Alonso. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. An 8-yard gain, so that gets them halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And this one is right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 39. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a real...
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
They're going to look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. A gain of 32 that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Back there in that Philly. Here we go. Green, 39.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Gonna throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. He'll look to throw. And going over the middle here to Curley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Back now here in Santa Clara. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. DeForest Buckner in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And now the offense will look to respond after the sack. Jones now looking to throw on 2nd down. And the pressure gets to him again. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Let's go!
Jones operating from the gun, being chased out left. He's airing it out and got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Dancing to his left. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. Now Jones on 1st and 10. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. Following the flag, 1st and 20 now. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former Super Bowl MVP Malcolm Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
All right, here we go. Leopard, here we go now.
Back to the ground. This time it's Hyde. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Detroit! Now let's go! Back that it up!
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
Here we go now. Over. All right, now, lucky 56.
Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
All right, here we go.
They'll drop to throw. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
To throw on second down, Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and it's 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Here's Jones on first down. Steps away to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. The 40, the 30, the 20, 10, and in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. Elsewhere across the league, 4th quarter action in Los Angeles. And the Rams have scored again, able to stretch their lead. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. And this one through the uprights and good. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. Boy, shifts past him. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Back to throw. Steps away. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the...
Been rolling on the freeway, I've been riding 85. I've been thinking way too much, and I'm way too gonna drive. I got anger in my chest, I got millions on my mind, and you didn't fit the picture, so I guess you want the vibe.
LOV on my right leg, that's Gucci. Hear what I'm saying? LOV on my man.